So why is GGPI stock on the move today? If you've been watching the markets today, then you will know that GGPI stock has rocketed up over 12% today on the back of some fantastic news. Today, Polestar signed a deal with global car rental firm Hertz for the sale of thousands of Polestar EVs over the next 5 years. This is the second biggest EV contract that Hertz have ever signed and the largest contract to date for Polestar. In this video, I will discuss this and much more. So if you find any value in this video, can you kindly tap the like button? It really helps the channel grow. I'm aiming to get 200 likes on this video. Help me make that happen. In recent weeks, we've seen huge gains. NIO is up over 60% from dropping to its low point last month. Microvision is up over 70% since January. And Matterport is playing out exactly like I said it would over in the Patreon group back in January and is up 40% since then. If you're new, consider subscribing to the channel. It costs you nothing, but it could make you a lot of money. Or if you want to support my work, then check out my Patreon page. Making videos takes hours to do, so this should allow me to bring you the information far quicker, and costs only a fraction of something like Netflix. As always, this is not financial advice. I encourage everyone to do your own due diligence. Now let's get into it. I'm sure everyone watching this video is already well aware of what this stock is about. GGPI is a special purpose acquisition company and will be merging with Swedish EV maker Polestar very soon. In fact, I made a video about this just yesterday, so for anyone who wants to take a look at this, check this video out. There's a link in the description, or you can click on the card at the end of this video. In terms of global EV manufacturers, Polestar is right up there in terms of market size and sales so far. Unlike most EV startups that have yet to put a car on the road, Polestar have been in production for quite a while and last year sold 29,000 vehicles. Now, although those numbers are still small, their growth rate is about to explode soon, which I will look at in just a moment. But first, why is GGPI share price going up today? Today, Hertz Global Holdings announced plans to buy 65,000 electric vehicles from Polestar over the next 5 years. Now, although 65,000 EVs over 5 years is not a massive amount, just remember that this is only one contract. For a single customer, this is a huge deal. Polestar sold 29,000 units last year, and it's estimating 65,000 in 2022. So to have one contract for 65,000 is like having a whole year's worth of sales. This is not the first EV deal that Hertz has signed. These 65,000 EVs will join the 100,000 Teslas that Hertz has said it's buying for more than $4 billion. If you remember the deal between Hertz and Tesla that was announced back in November and gave a boost to Tesla's share price at the time, bringing Tesla from less than $900 in late October up to its all-time high of $1,240. Now, there is a lot of EVs out there that will be producing vehicles over the next 5 years, and a lot of ICE manufacturers that are seriously adopting electric. Hertz did have a lot of choice. They could have went with Ford or Nissan, Volkswagen, or even Audi, but they chose to go with Polestar. First Tesla and then Polestar. This shows the level that this company is really at. The Tesla and Polestar purchases give Hertz a steady stream of some of the most coveted battery-powered cars. As I said already, Polestar expects to double sales this year, delivering 65,000 vehicles globally, but Polestar's plans to produce 290,000 EVs by 2025, a tally that Tesla now reaches in less than 3 months. Now, this just goes to show how far ahead of everyone else that Tesla really is. But remember, Polestar has a valuation now of less than $25 billion, whereas Tesla has a valuation of over $1 trillion. The two deals represent roughly a third of Hertz's current fleet, an influx of vehicles that their CEO says will help win business from corporate clients and environmental objectives. For Polestar, the Hertz order provides a sizable, dependable stream of revenue while it's still pushing to open dealerships. The company has 125 showrooms around the world. According to Polestar CEO Thomas Ingenlath, customers will be experiencing Polestar in different situations than an ordinary test drive can offer, and for a new brand like Polestar to gain access and visibility in the broader market, it's a huge opportunity. Although Hertz and Polestar didn't share the financial terms of the purchase, Considering that the starting price of the Polestar 2 is $45,000, this means that this deal would generate almost $3 billion in revenue if Hertz pays at or close to that price. Now, interesting, it says here, Hertz have said that in time its global fleet of cars is roughly 500,000 vehicles will be electric, and it intends to work with every EV maker on the market to make that happen. So there's a big possibility here that this could lead to further big contracts down the road, and considering that car rental companies like Hertz update inventory quite regularly, then there could be a lot of future business. Overall, the announcement bolsters Polestar as it prepares to debut on the public markets this quarter via a reverse merger with Gores Guggenheim, and there has been a big update regarding this over the past few days. Although there has been no official press release from either Gores Guggenheim or Polestar yet, if we look at the recent SEC filings for Gores Guggenheim, we can see that last week on March 28th, the company filed the Form F4A. Now this is the fourth amendment to the Form F4, which is hundreds of pages long, but there is a very important section just here. A notice of stockholders special meeting to be held for 2022. Now there is no date issued on this form, which is unusual. Instead, there is a URL link which brings you to this website, and we can see here that the special meeting of stockholders 2022 is set for Monday, May 16th. So this is a huge date for shareholders. Now, with this being the fourth amendment to this form, this will need to be accepted by the SEC, but then the shareholders meeting will take place and there will be a vote to approve the merger. I fully expect that there will be no issues with this at all, and as long as the merger is approved, it could happen as soon as the following day. With this meeting being scheduled for a Monday, I would fully expect that Polestar will be Nasdaq listed during that week. So I will be keeping an eye on the GGPI SEC filings over the coming weeks to stay up to date. And as I promised in yesterday's video, I will try to keep everyone updated with every development that comes along as soon as I see it. So guys, what do you think of this news? Just look at the effect that it's had on the share price today of both GGPI and Hertz. Hertz gained over 11% and GGPI is up over 12%. With volume traded for GGPI stock being over 20 million shares today, which is far above the 30-day average of only 3 million shares. So what do you expect in the coming weeks as we draw closer to the shareholders meeting? If you found any value in this video, can I ask you to smash the like button and drop me a comment? It really helps the channel grow. Or if you want to support my work, then check out my Patreon page where I try to bring you guys the latest information as quickly as possible. As always, this is not financial advice. I encourage everyone to do your own due diligence and only invest money that you can afford to. I will be making update videos as we get more news, so if you're new, subscribe to the channel and I'll catch you in the next update video.